Free shipping and handling. This is that 5-inch height, sleek design, patented waveguide technology on the inside. And you talk about a status symbol. Well, that is exactly what this is. And I did just get word, it has officially sold out, so congratulations. Before I came into the studio, they said, Adam, there's about 3 dozen. It might last 2 minutes, it might last 30 seconds. It didn't even last that. Congratulations if you managed to get your Bose Wave music system. I hope you enjoy it. So now what do we do? If that's gone and this whole hour is dedicated to Bose, what are we going to talk about? Well, it just so happens you join us on a big week for Bose, because just a few short days ago, Bose had the worldwide launch here on HSN of their extraordinary and revolutionary brand new hearing aids. Hearing aids that are unlike anything you have seen before. Folks, it's called Bose Sound Control Hearing Aids. And these are the first FDA-cleared, self-fitting, direct-to-consumer hearing aids ever made available. Developed for adults 18 plus with mild to moderate hearing impairments. That's what they look like. You will be amongst the first in the world to experience these. Already from the experts, they're saying this is one of the greatest innovations, and that's always what Bose has been about inventing new technologies that truly benefit people. So if you are somebody that's been considering a hearing aid, but the idea of the $4,000–$5,000 price tag has understandably been putting you off, especially with, from my understanding, insurance not always covering that, most of the time not covering that cost. When you talk about conventional hearing aids, there's a lot of levels to getting one, right? We've got to sit down perhaps with the doctor, the audiologist. We've got to sit down for testings and fittings and adjustments to get it just right for you. What Bose have looked to do is break down all of those barriers to bring a hearing aid that is customizable by you, that is easy to adjust by you without having to sit down or leave the house and go visit the audiologist and have all these appointments. You can do it all comfortably in your own home as many times as you desire. It all works with the free app, of course, which you download. And then the technology that you have is extraordinary. What you're gonna get is everything you need, brand new, sealed in the box. Here's that Bose custom case. You're gonna get multiple silicone tips, and that's important because everybody has different size ears, and especially our ear canals. Some of us have larger ones, some of us have slimmer ones. Well, what Bose did was create these super duper soft silicone tips, which allow you to customize it to fit the shape and size of your ear canal. And the left might be different from the right, and that's just okay. You're also gonna get the batteries that you need, of course, to get you started. Here's the instruction manual. People are commenting most specifically about how user-friendly this is. I think when we launched this and we sold it out in that first airing, our team have been able to bring in just a little over 1,000 for tonight's show because our today's special sold out of the Bose Wave music system. What a lot of people were commenting on was the very idea that you don't have to spend up to $5,000 on a hearing aid. Now we're at a fraction of that, at $849, to get something home to try it. Right out of the gate, I want you to know that Bose are also gonna deliver a 90-day trial with this. So you've got 90 days to experience it, to try it out, to see what you think, and if you don't love it, you can return it to us for sure for a refund of the purchase price. Is our special guest, Mr. Aaron Berger, ready? I think if Aaron is not quite he's ready. Mr. Berger, I was waiting for you because I didn't want to steal your thunder with one of our opening videos. Aaron, it's great to see you. Congratulations on a wonderful day. Aaron, these hearing aids, as we're about to see, create an extraordinary difference when you put them in, the difference in clarity of voices. It's dramatic.
It is absolutely dramatic, and it's absolutely exciting. We had a great day selling the Bose Wave music system. That was a lot of fun. We're going to help so many people tonight, though. The extraordinary thing about these are the first FDA-cleared hearing aids available direct to consumers with perceived mild to moderate hearing impairment. That's an extraordinary thing to say. Extraordinary to be able to say they are the very first FDA-cleared direct-to-consumer hearing aids developed for adults, again, 18 years and older, with perceived mild to moderate hearing impairment. Paired with the revolutionary Bose Hear app, and I'm going to show you the Hear app. It means you can do all the tuning yourself. You can fit, you can program, and control the hearing aid for get this, Clinically proven audiologist quality customization without a doctor's visit, without a hearing test, without a prescription. And you can make setting adjustments yourself in real time, in real world environments without assistance from a hearing care professional. The sound control hearing aids were developed by a team of Bose scientists, audiologists, and engineers. It took decades of their expertise to bring the first FDA cleared direct to consumer hearing aids. These are meant to improve hearing quality. They don't stream music or take calls. They're meant to improve hearing quality. Speech that once sounded muffled, for example, in a restaurant. A lot of us can relate to this. Children's voices, softer voices are easier to understand now, as well as conversations in noisy environments. Bose's unique custom-tuned technology, which I'm going to show you in just a few minutes, is so significant that it redefines hearing aids entirely. The product is for you if, these are sort of the key things. If you have mild to moderate hearing loss, if you strain to follow conversations when others don't, especially noisy places, or if you have trouble understanding TV, those are all signs of mild to moderate perceived hearing impairment. And those are the people, Adam, as you know, for whom these hearing aids are intended.
And it really is something that is a pain point for millions and millions and millions of us across the country. And it's something that we live with, maybe we cope with, we don't love it, but we try to survive every day. It's straining to hear or understand. But again, $4,000 for a hearing aid is not something that's maybe within the budget, especially when it's not covered by insurance, which is why the excitement and the buzz around Bose developing these at $849 is through the roof. You think of Bose and you think of a legacy company that has developed a reputation for pioneering the very finest technology in the world, and that's exactly what they've done here. Right out of the gate, I do want to stress the payment options, because there's a lot of new customers joining us and trying these. Already over 100 have been ordered. The FlexPay is there in the blue. Anybody with any major credit or debit card can do FlexPay, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. We're going to take the best price in America and spread it over 5 payments, so it's $169.80. We ship it to you immediately, obviously for the $169.80 plus tax, and that's free shipping and handling. Again, you've got 90 days. If you don't love it, you can return it. So even within that 90 days, you've certainly still spent nowhere near the $849 before you make that decision as to whether you want to proceed and keep going with it. If you happen to have an HSN credit card, a QVCQ card, or a Zulily card, we can do VIP financing. That's an 18-month VIP financing. What does that mean? It just means that we break the price down over 18 months, and that comes down to $47 and change. So definitely take advantage of that if you have an HSN card, and you can always call us. Let's dig a little bit deeper. I know with this, there is a tremendous amount of curiosity. I think what holds our attention is the fact that it's Bose, and we're willing to listen a little bit more about it, to understand more about it. Aaron, where should we go next? What should we talk about next?
You know, I think a great thing to do now would be to run a simulation for you. Let me sort of spend a moment, if I may, setting this up. Again, this is just a simulation of how the hearing aids might sound to someone who has mild to moderate perceived hearing impairment. I will say this simulation is designed to be listened to with headphones. That's the absolute best way to hear it. If you can go to hsn.com. You can go on the product page for the Bose sound control hearing aids, and you can listen to this there. If you have earphones to put them on, you'll get an even more extraordinary, I think, understanding of the difference between when the hearing aids are on and when they're off. But regardless, even just over your television speakers, take a listen with us now. I think this begins to help us understand the ways in which these can be so helpful for so many of us.
Hi, I'm Danielle. Let me tell you about our specials. So tonight, we've got some great new craft beers on tap. There's a pale ale from one of our local brewers. It's very crisp, citrusy, if that's what you're into. And tonight's soup is butternut squash, and that comes with a wood-grilled crostini with eggplant on the side. It's very popular. Also on the menu tonight are spicy chicken wings with a blue cheese sauce, and these will both pair nicely with that pale ale I mentioned. So what can I get for you?
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps, which inspires the others to follow. A clumsy cascade of juvenile penguins falling into the sea.
Hey, honey, do you hear that? It sounds like a pair of cardinals.
Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them.
Oh, I think they're coming from up there.
I mean, really a remarkable simulation there, and it gives us a better understanding of the impact that this can have. And that's exciting, because the difference that this can have on our everyday life is really important. Folks, my job is to navigate you through the deals of our first big sale of the year. This was not expected tonight, so I do want to make sure everybody knows where we stand. We completely sold out of this 4 days ago. We had the big launch across the United States of America. This product is only available here, QVC, our sister channel, and of course, Bose themselves. Our team worked to make this available since our today's special. The Wave music system is sold out and gone, but we are now selling these out as well. We're about to fall under 1,000, and we are only 12 minutes into the presentation. When we sell out of this quantity, we don't have any more. It's something we've obviously tried to tackle, but with all the issues and shipping delays and with the pandemic and everything, Bose have given us everything that they possibly can. So I want to make sure if this is something that's piquing your curiosity, maybe you've read about it or heard about it, seen it on one of the morning TV shows, I want to make sure your order is placed, and then you can sit back, relax, and start to learn more and hear more about what these are going to do for you. I can't stress enough how new this is. It is brand new. It literally launched 4 days ago. You've got Bose and their team of scientists and engineers and audiologists who have created this amazing new technology, creating a hearing aid that was simply not possible 5 years ago, or even a year ago. These are hearing aids that don't cost $5,000, that don't require you to go to an audiologist appointment, don't require you to go for fittings and testings and adjustments, only for you to then go home and find, wait, I need to adjust this one again, let's make another appointment to go out. Bose have got rid of, taken down, eliminated all those barriers and made it available for you and for me, for everybody to do it at home, easily and simply, based upon quality, the precision engineering, the feel, the touch of the materials that they have used, the comfort in your ear. I mean, needless to say, as I hold this, there's no weight to it. There is simply no weight to it. It weighs virtually nothing. I mean, really virtually nothing. The custom tips, which you can switch out to fit, again, your ear canal, are amazing because, again, it will feel weightless in your ear the way it should be. There's a lot more folks ordering. My best guess is there's around 800 to 750 now left. Obviously, if we sell out a little bit early, we do, and we'll find something else to share with you. Just a reminder, Mr. Andrew Lessman is coming up at midnight. Whilst ever we've got them, let's learn more about them. Aaron, one of the pieces to the puzzle is obviously the app. The app goes hand in hand with the sound control hearing aids. How do we use the app, and what is the app for?
What the app allows you to do, unlike a conventional hearing aid, with a conventional hearing aid, when you're having the hearing aid tuned, if you will, customized to you, you have to go see an audiologist, or you have to go see a doctor, or you have to pay a copay, you have to make an appointment, etc. With the Bose Hear app, it allows the user, it allows you to customize and personalize the device on your own using your phone in about 30 minutes or so, maybe even a little less. It walks you through it very clearly. In fact, as you can see on my phone, here's a little video that you'll see that I took of my phone. And as you can see on my phone, it's very simple to use. There are hundreds of options for fine-tuning your sound control hearing aids using the in-app controls. What we're just moving there is the world volume. That controls the environment, the sound around you. We're also showing you right now the hearing aid itself. There are sound buttons right on the hearing aid. So you don't have to take your phone out every time you want to turn it up or down. So if you're increasing world volume for things like television or conversations or outdoor sounds, what's key is that as the world volume is increased, listen to this, quiet sounds are amplified more than loud sounds. quiet sounds are amplified more than loud sounds. So now you can hear what's going on around you. You also just saw we were controlling a little bit the treble and the bass. So for example, you can turn up the treble to make bright sounds, high sounds brighter and crisper, or you can use the bass settings to make sounds richer or deeper. It just depends on your individual needs. And again, the key is you can tune this all yourself. While no hearing aid can restore normal hearing, the Bose sound control hearing aids can help you hear better in different environments. And what you're seeing now is something different. This is focus control. In addition to the bass and treble controls, focus control controls where the hearing aids are listening, if you will. Right now, we pressed everywhere, as you see there at the bottom left on the app. And everywhere means you're hearing all the sounds around you. So maybe when you're taking a walk, or you're at a ball game, or outside doing an activity, we just switched that over to front. In front mode, this is really important, the microphones in the hearing aid focus on the sounds in front of you. So this setting can help you hear better at a restaurant, during a group conversation at a table, when you're watching a specific television show, that kind of thing. The other thing that we're showing you here, it's a little bit more advanced. You can create your own custom presets. So maybe you have a favorite restaurant where you go, or a favorite area where you spend time, and maybe you know you like your world volume to be at a certain point, and you like the treble and the bass to be balanced a certain way. You can save those settings. And speaking of balance, you can also balance between the ears. Maybe you want the left ear a little bit louder, or you want the right ear a little bit louder, or to that point, maybe you want to mute either ear, either hearing aid. You can do those things at any time using the app. The key here is that it's customizable, and that it's customizable by you. You don't have to go to a doctor. You don't have to go to a specialist. Every time you want to, I just like the idea that you can do it yourself. And every time you maybe want to change around or see if you can get it a little bit different under a certain circumstance, you don't have to make an appointment and drive across town. You can literally get out your phone. Here, I'll show you. I've got mine literally right here. The Bose here app. So I was just showing you video of it, right? That just because we could give you a little bit better view, but I'm opening it up right now. It's this simple. You want to control the focus. You want to control the balance, for example. There, that's turning up the left ear. This is turning up the right ear relative to the left ear, and this has them exactly equal. You can see, Adam and I both for decades now have worn IFBs in our ears, so probably, my hearing is a little different now. My perceived hearing or hearing impairment is a little different now in one ear than it is in the other. Again, no hearing aid will cure hearing loss, but what this can help you do is hear better under a variety of environments. And we're faced with different environments all the time. It's great to know that we can adjust the hearing aids as we need to under each situation.
And that's part and parcel as to why this is such a breakthrough. Even with the opening statement that this is the first FDA-cleared, self-fitting, direct-to-consumer hearing aid. I mean, that's a big, big deal. Obviously developed for adults 18 plus with mild to moderate hearing impairment. If it's something that you've been struggling with, or that's been on your mind and that you're conscious of, and you've not known which way to turn, this is something you should absolutely try. Bose are extremely proud of this. This has been a labor of love for this really industry-leading company who have always created products and new technologies that truly benefit people, and this is an experience that you cannot find anywhere else. There is no other company in the world that is harnessing the technology the way Bose has done. So if it's on your list, if it's something that you've been meaning to get to, maybe in the new year, a hearing aid of some sort to help you maybe in everyday conversations, or to assist when you're out and about and you're trying to listen to the waiter or waitress, but it's a little too muffled, whether we're with a couple of people or with a room full of people in a quiet space or a loud space, these are hearing aids that could truly have a major impact. Again, I think the shock factor is that it's not $4,000, because when you and I go to buy traditional hearing aids of this type of quality or caliber, with the impact that this can have, we think multi-thousands. This is $849, and even then with the HSN Advantage, that's got to be why it sells out. The launch, which was 3 days ago, sold out in 35 minutes. And the reason is we're going to take the lowest price we found in the United States. Again, it's only available in 3 places, this being one of them. And we're going to spread it out over 5 months. You must understand, we'll ship it to you right now for $169.80. plus tax. When you get it home and you put them in, if you don't find these to be extremely beneficial, you can send them back and get your money back. And that's something that maybe I should have referenced earlier, and maybe more the other day during the launch. There is no harm in trying it. Normally when you go and you buy something for $5,000, I mean, please God, they return it without some sort of penalty. I think with this, Aaron and I could talk all day long, but it's never, ever, ever gonna be as valuable as you trying them. So I invite you along, and as well as Aaron, we invite you to get these home, to experience them. If you don't love them, you return them and get your money back, but you should try them because the excitement in the industry is unheard of. Truly, it's never, ever been achieved before. So with that being said, we are already now into the hundreds left before these are sold out. We are only 20 minutes into the hour. I'm cautious that if you wait too long, you won't get them. And we are the only destination where you can get the 5 flex pay, free shipping, and 18-month VIP payments if you use your HSN credit card. All right, let's go a little further. We've talked about the product and how it's FDA cleared. We've talked, certainly we saw that simulation of the difference it can make. We've learned a lot about the app, which is amazingly user-friendly. Now let's talk about the actual piece of equipment. Aaron, how do we use these? How do we wear them?
Yeah, so incredibly simple to use them and to wear them. Again, you can fit them yourself. They're Adam said earlier, I think Adam kind of said it best when he said they weigh nothing. Maybe they weigh something, but they weigh almost nothing. It's like having a butterfly on your ear. They're very, very lightweight. Let me show you how to wear them. We actually have a great video that will show you, and I'll kind of narrate you through it, how to put them on and that sort of thing. There is a distinct left and right, so that's key to know. The hearing aid for your left ear, you can see there, has a blue speaker, while the hearing aid for your right ear has a red speaker. To put it on, you place the body of the hearing aid, just like you would think, behind your upper ear. Next, you'll wrap the attached cable, just as you can see our model doing, over the top of your ear so the speaker reaches the ear canal. Bend the cable near the speaker and then insert it into your ear, just like you're wearing AirPods or any kind of earbuds until it feels secure. The cable should fit comfortably. This is kind of key. If it seems too long or too short, right out of the box, they fit me. They fit my ears, which I guess are sort of normal. I'm kind of a normal sized guy. They fit me comfortably, but everyone's a little bit different. We include a sizing tool, and you can determine if they're a little too long or a little too short, or if you need a different cable. You can use the app, the Hear app, to order the appropriate size from Bose at no cost. So there's no cost if you need a different size cable than the cable that comes along with it. I think probably not too many of you will need to do that, but certainly anyone who might need to, you're good to go there. In the box, you'll also find ear tips in 3 sizes and 2 designs. And let's talk about those. We can take that live shot, or we also have a pretty cool still that we can show you. So on the hearing aids themselves, there's the medium. So the one that's in the top middle, that's the medium size with holes. So you get a total of 6 different pair. You get small, medium, and large with holes, or what they call open tips that have holes around the center of the ear tip, and then small, medium, and large that are closed. Again, the medium with the holes, with the open tip, is what comes sort of pre-installed. The open tips allow more external sound into your ears, which can help your own voice sound more natural. You know, think of it, when you put your fingers in your ears, right, and you talk, your voice doesn't sound as natural. So that's why it allows more sound in from the outside. The closed tips, however, are designed to provide more sound from the hearing aid when you need a higher world volume, or when you prefer more bass. And just a couple other quick things I'll hit kind of while we're talking about it. These are kind of just odds and ends. The sound controlled hearing aids are powered by 312 zinc air replaceable batteries. They're designed for all-day use. They're inexpensive and can be purchased anywhere that hearing aids or hearing aid batteries are sold, just about in the drugstore, you know, wherever. Each set of batteries allows about 56 hours of runtime. And you just open the door on each hearing aid to swap out the battery. One thing I'll mention, fitting and tuning the hearing aids takes less than 30 minutes to set up. You might need to make some adjustments as you go along, like anything that's new. I'll tell you something that I had to do recently. Ready for my little secret? I don't have my glasses up here. Oh, these aren't the right ones. I do wear glasses sometimes. I just switched to progressive lenses. So, you know, readers out the bottom, right? And it's it took me a couple of days, to get used to it and to get comfortable wearing them. I think it's the same thing, and just be prepared for the same sort of thing with the Bose sound controlled hearing aids. It's probably going to take just a little bit to get used to it, a little bit of tuning on the app. I think very quickly, though, so many of you will see a tremendous help with these.
And that's something that can really have a big impact. That's why when we say it's the first FDA-cleared self-fitting direct-to-consumer hearing aid, it's such a big, big, big deal. So already we're halfway through the presentation. There's a lot going on, and incidentally, at midnight tonight, talking of health and wellness and well-being, Mr. Andrew Lessman is going to be here with two today's specials. One of them is his famous, the world's most nutritious and delicious meal replacement, low-calorie. Taste is like you've never experienced before. This is the chocolate, but we have coffee and pina colada and vanilla as well. So if you're looking to lean up in this new year, try Andrew's Secure Meal Replacement. It is awesome. Best pricing of the year as well is what we'll be revealing. One of the things that is very important to Bose is their support. And one of the things that Bose has made sure with this product, because it's a very personal product, it's a very personal product. When you talk about buying this, you're not alone. They are there to hold your hand. Aaron, tell us about the assistance that they offer with their complimentary service.
Oh, I will do, Adam. Thank you. I have to tell you, I've set up a lot of various electronic devices in my career. I've been doing this for 16 years. Setup is a pleasure. So when you download the app, first of all, the app, I almost hesitate to use the word app because it's so simple. There's two sliders. There's world volume, there's treble bass, and there's basically focus and mute. I mean, it's so easy, but it walks you through everything. How to put the batteries in. Like there's literally a little video that plays. Okay, this is how you put the batteries in. It keeps showing you until you're ready for the next step. Then you hit next. It walks you through all of the setup. It does it very much at your own pace, very, very easily. And then at the very end, it offers, see the first line there, virtual setup session with the Bose Hear product expert. It after you've gone through everything, it says, would you like to set up a virtual session with a Bose Hear product expert to ask more questions or to do anything else, or it even teaches you how to clean your hearing aid. So that's the help and assistance that's offered. And then sorry, you saw I spent a long time on that first point, but you saw there's a phone number you can call, and any help you need, they are there for it. But I love that whole virtual assistant thing. Again, setup is so simple, but some of us still just want a little bit of extra help, and a little bit of extra care along the way. If you set up that appointment, a virtual person will appear at the appointed time. You set it up for a time that's good for you on your phone and can walk you through any additional questions you might have.
So now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to try and experience it. FlexPay gets it home for $169 plus tax. We've got free shipping and handling. We send it direct to your door. We have these in stock. They do come with the 90-day trial, which we're really thrilled about. So 90 days rather than 30 days. That's what Bose are offering. If you don't love them, you send them back and get your money back. But this is a major breakthrough. They launched but about 72 hours ago here in the United States of America on HSN, QVC, and direct through Bose. So you're amongst the first in the world to try them. And we talk a lot, certainly, about what this can do and how this can help improve quality of life. But we certainly need to talk about all of us out there who are maybe struggling day to day with conversations, with understanding the television, with hearing people with silly accents, whatever it may be. How do you know if they're for you? We have a wonderful description, which was gonna guide us through exactly that. But before we get to that description, one of the things Aaron mentioned was that he, like me, has been on TV a long time, and he wears earpieces like I do. This earpiece in my ear has been in my ear, 5 days a week for 20 years, 3 hours a day. And it's a pretty loud volume for the producer and the director to talk to me and walk over here and do this and say that, remind about the FlexPay, whatever it is they're telling me to do. But because of that, my hearing in this ear is not quite what it was. What they told me 20 years ago is every week I should alternate this ear to this ear to this ear, but I never did that because I'm lazy. I always preferred the sound in this ear, and now I'm suffering, of course, the consequences. But I get it and I understand it. And for anybody out there that was at a restaurant with a family and couldn't quite hear the specials that were being offered by the waiter or waitress, for those that were out and about with friends and you wanted to participate in that conversation, it was harder to do because, again, maybe you couldn't hear the voices clearly against all the ambient sound. As you enjoy television, maybe it's not as enjoyable as it was because, again, we can't hear it as clearly as we used to. Bose have taken all those things, all those issues, and tried to resolve them in a package that's so affordable. Dare I say, the most affordable, high-technology hearing aid that has ever been produced, has ever been manufactured. Hearing aids, typically, when I say hearing aid, you say $4,000, $3,000, $5,000. From my personal understanding, not covered by insurance in most cases. And the process of getting that hearing aid is an arduous one. From the doctor appointment, the audiologist, the testing, the fittings, the adjustments, going back again, all of this leaving your home multiple times to get that process taken care of. This is the first FDA-cleared, self-fitting, direct-to-consumer hearing aid, developed for adults 18 plus with mild to moderate hearing impairments that you can do from the comfort and luxury of your own home. So please bear that in mind. Guys, can we show the description on screen, please, that shows, this is really important. This product may help you hear better if you look on the left side, if you have mild to moderate hearing loss, if you've strained to follow conversations when others don't, especially in noisy places, and have trouble understanding the television. All the things that we were just talking about. Aaron, as we kind of segue into the final segment of our show tonight, and with obviously the majority now completely reserved and sold out, which is a thrill to see, our final few hundred are available. Maybe we could just touch base on this element, this idea that it's FDA cleared. How important is that? How significant is that accomplishment?
Well, you know, Adam, I think it means everything, quite frankly. The fact that this has FDA clearance for us to bring direct to consumer, which means you don't have to go get a prescription. You don't have to see a doctor. You don't have to have a consultation. You don't have to have to do any of those sort of things. Now, of course, there are certain situations under which you should see a hearing care professional. And these are just a couple of them that we pop up here for you. If you have a visible deformity on your ear, an ear infection, sudden or rapid progression of hearing loss in the past 90 days, acute chronic dizziness, those sorts of things, pain or discomfort. If you have a noticeable difference in hearing between both of the ears, or sudden onset or rapid worsening of tinnitus, that ringing that you have in your ears. And again, the probably most important thing to say, and anyone selling a hearing aid, would say this to you, this product will not restore normal hearing. It won't prevent or improve hearing impairment resulting from organic conditions. It's designed to help you make greater use of the hearing ability that you have. In the world that we live in today, in the various conditions that you come across, it's designed to help you hear better. If you're in a crowded restaurant, you can't hear very well the people talking in front of you. If you're watching television in the evening and you find yourself saying to your husband or to your wife or to whomever all the time, hey, what did they say? I didn't quite hear what they said. If that's you, then these are something that you need to get home and try. I was talking about this a minute ago. I was talking about my new progressive lenses and how I just kind of had to make myself wear them for a couple of days to get used to them. For best results, practice using the hearing aids as much as possible, right? That's very common sense, but it's important to say. It's a good health practice for a person with hearing loss to have a medical evaluation. Certainly, if you feel that you need to do that at any time, you need to do that. If you meet some of the criteria that we mentioned earlier, then we encourage that. I'll tell you, I actually didn't mention this in our last show, Adam. For a minute ago, after I got my undergraduate degree, I went back and worked on a graduate degree in speech language pathology. I love speech. I love to tease Adam about his accent. I don't know that I needed to have a graduate degree in order to do it, but I do love to talk about Adam's accent. But one of the things, I just took one entry-level class in audiology, and I will have to tell you, it is a complicated science, and I admire audiologists so very much. And I admire so much the people at Bose and the audiologists and the engineers that came together, that worked together to bring you the first FDA-cleared direct-to-consumer device for adults with mild to moderate hearing impairment. This is something that really might shine a bright light on what you're dealing with right now. Again, if you struggle to hear conversations in restaurants, particularly when there's a lot of noise going on around you. One of the things these hearing aids do, when you turn up that world volume, they don't just make everything louder, they make the softer sounds louder than the loud sound. So they can really help pick out that sound to give you a better hearing experience.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask our team, I'm going to go a little rogue here. If we can set up the video that shows us the simulation, I think it'd be a wonderful moment to do that, especially since we are now so limited in what's left. If you've been watching Aaron and I for the past 35 minutes and we've piqued your interest, this is the moment to order for sure. You can order by calling us on the toll-free number, or you can go to hsn.com. Remember, you're paying a fifth of the price on FlexPay. You can return them within 90 days if you don't love them and get your money back. This is breakthrough technology. What can it do for you? Well, it can do this.
Hi, I'm Danielle. Let me tell you about our specials. So tonight, we've got some great new craft beers on tap. There's a pale ale from one of our local brewers. It's very crisp and citrusy, if that's what you're into. And tonight's soup is butternut squash, and that comes with a wood-grilled crostini with eggplant on the side. It's very popular. Also on the menu tonight are spicy chicken wings with a blue cheese sauce, and these will both pair nicely with that pale ale I mentioned. So what can I get for you?
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps, which inspires the others to follow a clumsy cascade of juvenile penguins falling into the sea.
Hey, honey, do you hear that? It sounds like a pair of cardinals.
Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them.
Oh, I think they're coming from up there.
You know, when you think of sound, the name that comes to mind is Bose, and it always has been. It's that premium premier name. What they have done here is take on a huge new category, something so important. These aren't earbuds that you listen to music with or take phone calls with. These are earbuds that are going to help. The first FDA-cleared self-fitting direct-to-consumer hearing aids that have been developed for adults 18 and older with mild to moderate hearing impairments. I'm conscious of the time. We are 20 minutes away from our Andrew Lessman Today's Specials. Two today's specials. One is secure meal replacement, the science of weight loss, and the other one is going to help you with that youthful elasticity. They did just give me word over 800 have now been reserved. Congratulations to every single person that's done that and grabbed theirs. We have but a few hundred now left before they are completely sold out. If you order it from us, we can do the FlexPay. If you order it from us, you get the 90-day trial. If you order it from us, you get, of course, the convenience of knowing we ship it to you absolutely free. Now is the time to jump on in. We've talked about the emotional side, the aspects of it, and we know who we are. If we listened to that simulation just now, and that was like our everyday life, we know this is something that we might want to consider. Aaron, if we could touch base on a couple things, I suppose the app, which goes hand in hand with the actual physical product, and then how to wear them. For example, we've got a lot of people asking, do I wear both or could I just wear one? Some great questions coming through.
That is a great question. I'm gonna do a little bit of house cleaning and touch a couple of those little things, and then sort of reset the presentation for anyone who might be joining us. In terms of wearing just one or just the other, absolutely you can do that. You know, I know for a lot of people, discretion, one of the things I love about these, they're just incredibly discreet. You know, they're very, very small. They're very, very comfortable. They're just not that noticeable, frankly. And I know that's a hurdle for a lot of us. Even calling and making the appointment, you know, is a hurdle for a lot of us. You don't have to make an appointment. That's one of the exciting things here. So yes, you can either mute either of the hearing aids, or you can just wear one, and it works just fine all by itself. Something else that I just want to mention, because I'm going to go through the app in detail, but you'll notice, those of you who watch know that I don't ever read from a sheet when I do a presentation. I just don't. But there's something that is so specific here that I'm going to just read a line, because there's a clinical study done, and when we start talking about those kind of things, I think it's very important to be specific. These are clinically proven self-tuning, which means, again, you don't have to go to an audiologist or to a doctor or to an appointment, any of those things to have them tuned. Get this, clinically proven self-tuning. So in a clinical study, people with mild to moderate hearing impairment generally experienced similar hearing benefit and were more satisfied when using the Bose self-fitting technology compared with professional fitting of the same device. That's an extraordinary thing. That is a clinical study. That's not perception. That's a clinical study. I'm just going to read it one more time. I'll be faster. In a clinical study, people with mild to moderate hearing impairment generally experienced similar hearing benefits and were more satisfied when using the Bose self-fitting technology compared with the professional fitting of the same device. That's how good the self-tuning is. That's how, and that to me is the most exciting thing about these, is that not only are they available to you direct to consumer, not only are they the first FDA cleared hearing aid available direct to consumer, to adults with mild to moderate hearing impairment, but that you can do everything you need to do to hear the best way you can with them by yourself. You're in full control of it. You don't have to go to appointments. You don't have to constantly think, could it be a little better? I wonder if I just had them tweak it a little bit. You get to do it with the two little basically sliding bars that help you do that on the app. It's so simple to use. So I think that's really exciting. I'm going to throw it back to Adam, let him update us on where we are, and then we're just going to reset from the beginning. We're going to reintroduce the hearing aids to you. We're going to go through the app. We're going to go through how to wear them, who should wear them, for whom they're designed, and those sorts of things.
You know, we talk about life-changing so often with some great products, but never is it as meaningful as when you have a product like this. This truly is life-changing, impacting your life in such a positive way. If it's something you've lived with for a long time, or maybe it's something that's emerged just recently, but you're noticing it more and more, again, in a crowded room, at a restaurant, in conversation with friends or family or loved ones, you realize that the hearing is not maybe as accurate or as easy or as understandable as it used to be. This is something you have to try. And again, Bose are proud of the technology. Boy, are they proud of this technology. When I tell you that Aaron and I were a part of a dozen meetings about this and copious amounts of notes about this, because this launch, which happened just a couple days ago, was such a major landmark moment in Bose's company history. Not only are they proud of the technology, they are extraordinarily proud of the price point that they have been able to hit. Because too many people are living with hearing impairment because of the $4,000, $5,000 that you might have to spend if you go buy some traditional hearing aids. It can be very expensive, especially as ones as powerful as this, as discreet as this, as high-end as you would expect these to be from Bose. So they really are not only proud of the technology, they're excited that they can do it for $849 rather than multi-thousands of dollars. It comes to you beautifully presented, beautifully packaged. To say it's user-friendly is an understatement. To say they weigh virtually nothing is absolutely accurate. When it's in your ear, you don't even feel that it's there because of the comfort fit that you've got, and you can customize this. You know, Aaron said something a few seconds ago which really struck, and we'd mentioned this, the idea that you don't need to sit down several times with an audiologist and the testings and the fittings and the adjustments. But like so many times in life, especially when it's something that you can't do yourself, you might leave that appointment after thinking it was adjusted perfectly for you, and then you get out and you get home, you think, maybe if it was just a little bit louder, maybe if this was just a little bit lower, it'd be right. And then you're left wanting or needing. And that's never nice, because that might mean you have to make another appointment and you have to make another visit. What Bose have done is taken away, they've broken down those barriers and put the power in your hands. So now they've made this so easy that every single one of us, whether you're good with technology or not, every single one of us can adjust this at home by ourselves to make it ours, to customize it and personalize it for our needs, for our wants. So you take the technology, you take the customization, the personalization, you take the price point, and you take the fact that this is FDA cleared. And Aaron, all of that all of that boils down to an extraordinary and remarkable opportunity. Let's do it one last time. Obviously, our presentation is ending in 14 minutes as we approach 900 sold. If you would like to be in, we're taking our final orders right now before it's sold out. Aaron, over to you.
Let's talk a little bit about the app. I think one of the most important things about this, it's so exciting that it's FDA cleared, that it is direct to consumer, that it's for adults with mild to moderate perceived hearing loss, that you don't need a prescription, you don't need a visit to a doctor, you don't need an appointment, you don't need a copay, you don't have to deal with any of those sorts of things. What I think is probably most exciting about it is that once you have the device, you can tune the device to make it best, most appropriate for your own hearing needs. So take a look at my phone. We put a little video together, and this is going to walk you through the Bose Hear app. The first thing you're seeing right now is we're adjusting what's called the world volume. It controls the sounds of the environment around you, things like television, conversation, outdoor sounds. You can control that sound on the app, but also on the device itself, on the hearing aid itself, you can control the world volume at any time. And one of the key things about it is with world volume, quiet sounds are amplified more than loud sounds. So now you can hear what's around you more comfortably. On the right side, that other slider, that controls the treble and the bass so that voices and sounds are more natural. You can turn the treble up to make sounds brighter or crisper. You can use the bass setting to make sounds richer or deeper. While no hearing aid can restore normal hearing, Bose sound-controlled hearing aids can help you hear better in different environments. And that's our goal, is to make it more comfortable for you, to make you have to say, huh, or what, or feel a little bit more comfortable in situations where hearing is difficult. I watch television probably 90% of the time. Now, part of it is, I've told Adam this, part of it is because I watch the daggone BBC so darn much. But I keep the captions on almost all the time. And I find that I rely on them. And I'm sure as I get a little older, that will just happen more and more. I certainly hear already myself say, huh? Or which I should say, excuse me instead, but it's just, huh? You just can't always hear it so clearly. If you relate to that, if television is difficult for you, sometimes conversations, particularly conversations in loud or crowded environments, are hard for you to follow. You find that you sort of just tune out a little bit of a conversation because it's difficult for you to follow. This is a way to really make a dent in that, to really to hear better, to hear more in all of the different situations that we face, Adam, every day.
If you have an HSN credit card, I do want to make sure that all of our customers know we are honoring not 12, but 18-month VIP financing. And it's not just for those with an HSN credit card. If you've got a QVCQ card or a Zulily card, 18 months, no interest, if the balance is paid in full by the end of the 18 months, and it brings the price down to $47 a month. So super affordable. Obviously, anybody with any credit card can do our FlexPay. Many new customers who join us always think that this is just for a privileged few, or you need to be part of a club or a membership. Anybody with any major credit or debit card can take that price and spread it out over 5 months. And that means we send this to you right now for $169.80. So a great way to do it. We really want to make sure we jump up and shout about the 90-day return policy in terms of the trial. 90-day trial offered by Bose is a big, big deal. It really affords us the luxury of experiencing it. We don't have to rush to make a decision. We can get it home and really give this a go. And if we find that it's not what we need or not right for our needs, we can return it and get a refund of the purchase price. So you won't lose out on anything. That's a big deal. To know that you can try it comfortably without risking losing any money is a big, big selling point, and it surely is a reason why we have sold so many. This is the package. This is what it looks like, beautifully presented, as you would imagine, from Bose. The hearing aids using all the finest materials. There is a red and there is a blue, a distinct left and a distinct right. Again, we talked about it weighing virtually nothing because it does. Here are those silicone tips to customize the fit and the feel in your ear canal. We're also going to get you set, of course, with the batteries. These are regular batteries that you'll find in virtually any store in America. The instruction manual is a beautifully, really well done support document that really guides you through. We'll talk a little bit more about customization and support and the complementary services that are being offered by Bose as well. 10 minutes remaining, folks. If you are joining us, Aaron and the Bose Wave music system did sell out today. Congratulations to 13,000 folks that said, yeah, I got to get that. We are thrilled that we're able to show off this as a replacement to that. In 10 minutes time, a new day begins with Andrew and secure meal replacement, and Andrew's glucosamine and chondroitin as well, to today's specials. So let's dig a little bit deeper. We talk FDA cleared. Aaron talked about the app. Aaron, if you could lead us in, please, my friend, one last time to the simulation. Lead us into what we're about to see and perhaps what we're about to hear.
I'd love to, yeah. So we'll do that, and then if we have a moment, we'll talk about the focus feature that's built into the hearing aids as well. So what you're about to see is a simulation. You may have perfectly normal hearing, or you may begin to wonder. You may begin to perceive that you have some hearing impairment. This will hit everyone's ear a little bit differently. Know that this simulation is really designed to be listened to wearing full earphones. So if you have time, if you have a moment to do that, you can go to hsn.com. On our product page for the Bose sound control hearing aids, there's a little link that you can click and you can watch the simulation there. And if you can listen to it with headphones on, it's an extraordinary experience. But I think this gives you a touch. I think this gives you a taste, a little bit of a preview of what you can expect when you get the hearing aids in your ears. Let's all take a quick listen together.
Hi, I'm Danielle. Let me tell you about our specials. So tonight, we've got some great new craft beers on tap. There's a pale ale from one of our local brewers. It's very crisp and citrusy, if that's what you're into. And tonight's soup is butternut squash, and that comes with a wood-grilled crostini with eggplant on the side. It's very popular. Also on the menu tonight are spicy chicken wings with a blue cheese sauce, and these would both pair nicely with that pale ale I mentioned. So what can I get for you?
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps, which inspires the others to follow a clumsy cascade of juvenile penguins falling into the sea.
Hey, honey, do you hear that? It sounds like a pair of cardinals.
Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them.
Oh, I think they're coming from up there.
Really so compelling, a wonderful simulation. Aaron, you mentioned the focus element on the app. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to, Adam. Thanks. We have a little video that we'll show you guys. If we take a look at my phone here, we talked about the world volume and the treble and the bass. This other really, really cool feature that's built in, and these are the focus settings. There are two settings to choose from in the focus feature. There's everywhere, and there's front. So the first feature that we'll take a look at is the everywhere. So see, we just touched the everywhere button. This is a setting where the microphones are not just focused on the sounds in front of you, but all around you. So it's perfect for taking a walk, working around the house, a day at the park, those kind of things. We need to be aware of the environment around you. Now, in the front mode, you'll see here we're going to touch the front button. In the front mode, the microphones and the hearing aids work together to focus on the sounds in front of you. This setting can help you hear better during a group conversation at a table at a restaurant, for example. Also, what you see here is there are some settings for activities and places that you might use or visit every day that you can access through the modes feature. It gives you easy access to preferences or, favorite restaurant, dinner at home with the family, watching a movie together. You can customize these preset modes as well. While you'll see suggested modes when you initially begin the app, it's kind of clear, important. They have not been personalized for your unique needs. So by all means, take the time to personalize those. The other thing is you can balance the right ear and the left ear to your needs, or you can either also mute either ear. And to take it one step further, you can also wear just one hearing aid if that's all you need. If there's one ear that gives you more trouble than the other, you certainly can try it all of those different ways. So you can balance them. You can make it louder in the right, quieter in the left or vice versa. You can mute either, or you can wear only one. The key is it's all under your control. That's all under your steam. In order for any of these things to change, in order to try it a new way tonight or while I watch this movie, you don't have to make an appointment. You don't have to drive across town. You don't have to see anybody or talk to anybody. You get to do it yourself. And again, setup is very, very simple. Setup takes about 30 minutes or so. And at the end of setup, if you want to make a virtual appointment to talk to someone, if you need any help at all, Adam, that's available to you.
And that's a wonderful peace of mind. Buying it is just simply the first step in the process. They are right there for you. The complimentary service is something Bose are extremely proud of. And they are there to support you, right? To help answer those questions and experience what is a big game changer. Hearing aids have traditionally been very, very expensive. $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And then, as Aaron pointed out, multi-step process from the appointments to the meetings, to the fittings, to the adjustments, and then maybe having to go over that process again to make it right for you. Bose have put that power in your hands with hearing aids that can help create more clarity when you are out and about, when you're in a room with lots of people, or just you and your other half, being able to have that conversation and hear more clearly. Final 2 minutes, Mr. Andrew Lessman is moments away live from Los Angeles with 2 today's specials. We're excited. The world's most nutritious and delicious meal replacement Secure is back for its annual today's special. So stay with us. Glucosamine and chondroitin also here to have that youthful flexibility on those joints. 2 today's specials just moments away from launching. Aaron, it is a new year, and that idea of health, wellness, well-being, hearing and hearing impairment is something that millions of us are living with. Maybe this is the year we say we're going to tackle this head on and try something that could really make a big difference in our life.
Isn't that the truth? What a great time to take a crack at it with the 90-day opportunity that you have to try these, see if they work for you, see if they make you feel better, see if they make you hear better. Again, who are we talking to? For whom are these most appropriate? If you have trouble when you're watching television, sort of hearing what's going on, if you have trouble in noisy or crowded environments, if you have trouble following a conversation across the dinner table, those sort of things. If you have what you perceive to be mild or moderate hearing impairment and are an adult, these are available to you, FDA cleared, direct to consumer. It's only the second time Adam and I have ever had the opportunity to offer these together. So it's been a great responsibility and a great privilege to get to do it. We hope that tonight we've been able to communicate to you some of the benefits that are available for those of you who are willing to give them a try.
And that's it. The rest is all in your hands, and we would encourage you to shop for it. You can only get it 3 places. That's HSN, QVC, our sister channel, and directly with Bose. The advantage that we've got is the free shipping, that flex pay, the almighty flex pay, and VIP financing that breaks the price down over 18 months. And it brings it to about $47 a month. Aaron, as always, my friend, great to have you on board with this. Thank you for just a great presentation. There's a lot to learn, a lot to discover with this.
There is, but it's really my pleasure. Thanks for having me tonight, Adam.
Thank you, Aaron. Great day with Bose. We'll see you real soon, my friend. Get some rest.
All right, bud.
Thank you for shopping with us today. A day is about to end, but a new day is about to begin. If you want to see any more about Bose's revolutionary new hearing aids called Sound Control, you can go to hsn.com and type in Bose. You'll see everything, including the presentation that we were just able to bring to you, and also that simulation that we were playing. You'll be able to see that again, and it shows you and highlights the differences of with and without the amazing Sound Control hearing aids. Well, it is the weekend. It's the first big sale of the year, and there's a lot going on. The big names, the big brands. What about our most popular brand? What about our most highly reviewed brand? You know what that is? It's Mr. Andrew Lessman, and he returns with 2 today's specials, the first of the year, and they're going to launch right after this. Stay with me.
At HSN, we love our crafters. So we're bringing you top-rated picks crafters love.
It was so easy to use.
Plus, experts will share their top tips. Join us on our next craft event on HSN.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.